Oh god, that's so fucking terrifying. Ooh, I love it. I love it already. Oh, it's so good. Okay. Hi, it's time to play a new Five Nights at Freddy's game. I know it's not technically a new game in the main canon. It's not a follow-up to Help Wanted 2 or Security Breach or anything. It is an adaptation of the very first Fazbear Fright story, Into the Pit, which I read for the first time all the way back in December of 2019. Long time ago. And I just finished rereading it like 6 minutes ago. And I forgot how good it was, because I read the Fazbear Frights books pretty religiously, especially because a good chunk of them came out during the pandemic, so that was like one of many sources of comfort I had, reading about the horrible, tragic tales of all the people who died terribly at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Some of them have happy endings. Into the Pit has a happy ending. It's the only story in that first book that does have a happy ending, but once every 3 stories, maybe you'll get one that doesn't have someone dying painfully or being trapped to suffer for all eternity. Point is, they're really good. I think I want to start rereading them all again, because it had been so long since I read it. I wanted to refresh my memory on what Into the Pit was all about. So I remember the general gist of it, of the kid who goes into the ball pit and ends up in a version of Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria from 1985. And I remembered his dad being involved in some way in a conflict with the spring Bonnie, the person in the spring Bonnie suit, but the specifics of it have been totally lost on me, so I just finished rereading it so I can compare and contrast with how that story unfolds versus what this game is going to all be about. And I'm excited. I'm excited to jump into a new FNAF game, one that isn't fan-made creation, which isn't a diss fan-made creations, of course. Joy Creation demo that I played was excellent. But this is like proper Mega Cat Studios in tandem with Scott Cawthon made this adaptation of the Fazbear Fright story. So that's a bit more exciting to me that we're still not back in the territory of main games, which makes sense. We just got a new one last year with Help Wanted 2. Yeah, super excited to play this. I've heard nothing but positive things about it. I've heard that it's deceptively terrifying. The first trailer didn't really wow me. I wasn't super excited about it, but having just finished rereading that book and refreshing my memory on how good that story was, and just hearing all the praise from people, has me super hyped. So I'm just really quickly, let me run through the settings. Alright, we should be golden. Let's just go. Let's jump right into it. New game. Phenomenal experience, just slight until you can barely see the center image. That's good right there. Difficulty, narrative experience, balance experience. We'll go for frightening. Sure. I'm in the mood to be frightened. Hold out control to run. Can't something interesting happen around here for once? Oswald, it's time to go. Isn't there anywhere else I can go? The pizza was good the first couple times, but I really want to do something new. Aw, come on, Oz. Jeff's can't be the worst place to hang out. Every day has been the same all summer long. I go in, get pizza, stare at the grease-stained yellow walls for hours, and then wait for you to pick me up. Where's the fun in that? I'm almost glad school's starting tomorrow, just so I only have to see that place on the weekends now. Okay, that's interesting. We've skipped right, so in the book, the first half or so, I'd say, takes place over the course of the summer, because right at the start of the book, or of the story, Oswald has his last day of 5th grade, gets out of school for the summer, and then spends a while going to Jeff's Pizza and going into the ball pit every day he goes there, because his dad drops him off at the library, and then he goes from there to Jeff's Pizza with exactly enough money to buy a slice and a soda. And then he jumps in the ball pit, and apparently the actual canon explanation for the ball pit is that it's like, rather than going back in time, it's a period of time that comes to you, because it's a memory of it's a memory of 1985 that's stored in the ball pit, which is then projected into the mind of whoever enters it, and that's how he's able to interact with that like snapshot in time kind of thing. Whatever, it's weird. But he goes in there every day, hangs out with Chip and Mike, playing skee-ball, playing games, eating pizza, that whole thing. And it's only towards the end that when we get closer to the start of the school year, that something starts to go terribly wrong with his dad, which I won't spoil, because I assume that's going to be a part of the story here. But interesting. I guess it does make more sense to start the story there, since horror-centric things don't really happen until the tail end of that story, but it's a shame that we might be missing some of that build-up. I'm sorry, son, I know no kid's only option for fun should be hanging around a run-down pizza joint, but Jeff's is all we got. It's all we can afford. Yeah, because in the book, the mill shut down, which meant that people weren't able to a lot of people lost their jobs, a lot of people had to move away, and a lot of the standard things that people did for entertainment were no longer around, so now the only choice that Oswald has to keep himself entertained is to go to the library and go to Jeff's Pizza while his parents struggle to make enough money so that they can, you know, live. You know, money's been tight since the oh, there you go, there's the explanation. Once I'm full-time at the corner store, if the corner store even survives that long, everyone in this town is dead or dying, and there's no telling what's closing next. Why can't we go to the next town over where everyone else is moving? All my friends are there now. It can't be that hard for Grandma to travel a few miles. Yeah, and they lost his friend Ben, because Ben was one of the people who moved out of town, but his family insisted they stick around so that they can be here for his grandmother. Well, unless her frail bones straighten overnight, moving is a no-go. I like that. That's a pretty succinct way of summarizing all the information we learned about Oswald's backstory, because it's always hard to translate a book to really any medium, because so much of the writing and the prose of a book is internal monologue and just talking directly to the reader and filling in the gaps of the backstory, which you really can't do in a movie or game. You can't just stop and have a massive I mean, you can, but like it's frowned upon to do that for the sake of your pacing. So it can always be kind of hard to translate those things accurately without either losing a lot of the finer details, and you can never capture all the finer details, but without losing some of the major backstory elements that were previously only conveyed through internal monologue. So, I'm happy with it so far. Ha! If only it were that easy. Even with the mighty strength of bubble wrap, she's still too fragile, and that's not going to change. Speaking of things not changing, I bet that opossum's still in the corner of the spotlight. That was the first line of the story. Was talking about the dead possum. Oh yeah? Let's make a deal. If the critter's still there, I'll give you an extra buck for another slice of Jeff's. Okay. Still there? Still dead. Things will get better, Oz. Oh, they can't get any worse. Famous last words, my friend. That's a spirit. And is this a chat log? It is not. Oh! Oh, wow. Send your feedback. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's actually amazing, though. An in-game bug reporting feature? You don't need to go to a forum to submit a ticket or anything like that, and an option to take a screenshot in-game? I thought that'd be a chat log button, but no, this is just wow, that's legitimately amazing. Already mad props for that. I haven't even gotten to gameplay yet, and I'm already impressed with this, just from the developers' sake that they provided this to the players. Oh, also, I don't know, 5 Laps at Freddy's is the game that really needed this. I haven't heard any reports of people experiencing major technical issues with Into the Pit, but 5 Laps at Freddy's was in dire need of a bug reporting feature. That thing was a mess. But yeah, mad props, developers. Round of applause just for this alone. So I'm already impressed with that. Art style, again, didn't really win me over initially, but it's kind of growing on me. And their ability to capture the spirit of the story from just that one conversation gives me hopes for the rest of it, because of the reasons I explained previously for how it can be hard to adapt those things to another medium. Although if there was ever a medium that I would want to try, I think video game is definitely the best way to go. Although not all of the stories would be I don't think Count the Ways or To Be Beautiful would work that well in a video game. But some of them definitely would. Buddy Call might work. I don't know, I'm getting too sidetracked. But I should say, if you're here to mainly see the game, you're in the wrong place, because I am definitely going to get sidetracked talking about FNAF stuff and game development stuff as I compare and contrast. So, if that's cool with you, that's nice. Hope you enjoy. If it's not, you may want to search elsewhere for a playthrough of this game. What kind of dad am I if I can't make him happy, let alone afford to feed him more than pizza? Now, here is one thing that I guess the game would have over the book, is that the book is told exclusively through Oswald's perspective. It's not in first person, but you only hear what's going on in his head. It's all told through him, so you never get a glimpse into what Dad's thinking. You can hear, like, when Oswald gets into an argument with his dad about how Ben's so much cooler. He moved away, he spent the summer at Myrtle Beach. His parents are making twice as much money as you, and things like that. And you can hear observations from Oswald, like Dad's grip on the wheel tightened, and you can hear what Oswald thinks his dad is thinking. Like when he gets out of the car, he said his dad speeds away, probably happy to get rid of him. So they can speculate, but you can't actually get a window into his thought process. But here, you can break out of that limited perspective and see some other people. So that's cool. I'm sorry things turned out this way, Oswald. Well, late again, Dad. Remember when this was the place to be? Totally, my parents took me here all the time. I still remember playing in the ball pit and getting ringworm. Ew! Probably why it's still roped off. That and, well, you know. A secret ball pit, huh? Okay, look for the ball pit. Tab map. Oh, wow. Just Pizza's way bigger than I envisioned it in my head. Like, significantly better. Also, search the ball pit. I think I found it. It's prominently labeled on the map. It's right there. Let's go track it down. This place is way bigger. Yeah, I think it's probably safe to assume that they've taken some creative liberties for how this place looks compared to how it was described in the— oh my good lord. Hey, it does exist. It looks kind of gross, but I wonder what Dad would do if I hid and went missing for a while. Maybe teach him a lesson not to leave me in such a creepy place all day. Can the light stop? I would really like it if the light could stop flickering. I would also like it. Me personally, I'd prefer if the mission objective marker sound effect, like when a new thing pops up. Oh, fuck you! Cheap. Boo! Boo! Cheap ass bullshit jump scare. Boo! Boo! I was just talking about how the mission marker, when it says hide in the pit, and like when the sound sting that appears when that slides onto the screen was ominous, and then just a spider just appears and they shoot a loud noise up your ass. I didn't like that. That's not cool. But see, you could have just, honestly, kept the light flickering. That's enough to make the atmosphere of this place really freaky. I also like the detail. You can see Bonnie, Freddy, and Chica on the wall. That was a detail in the book. You can see painted over silhouettes of images on the wall that used to be there from when this place was Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I like that. So even though they've probably taken some creative liberties for how this place looks, compared to its description in the book, just for the sake of having a more accessible and intricately laid out game world to explore, they have kept those details— that's a timer, excuse me. They have kept those details in place, which is really cool. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, so like in the book, it was basically described as just being one big room with a bunch of booths and tables, and then the empty space beyond that, because it used to be— Jeff's Pizza used to be Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, but then that got shut down because of all the, you know, the things that happened there. So you had the stage no one performed at, an empty space beyond all the tables, and then in the corner of the room, it was specifically described as being in the corner of the room, was the ball pit. The roped off ball pit that no one was allowed to use. And also, by this point, Oswald hasn't even gone into the pit yet, whereas in the book he had been doing it all summer long. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this unfolds and how it's different from the book itself. Here's something don't get pink eye. I'm glad that's consistent. I'm glad they kept that. That was the big thing, is that Oswald was never allowed to go into the ball pit as a kid, or when a younger kid, I guess, because he's 10 in the course of the main story. His mom would always say, you can't go in there because you'll get pink eye. And Oswald would say, you never let me have any fun. And the mom would say, you know what's really not fun? Pink eye. Because she worked at a hospital, so it's sort of her domain. I barely started and I've already got an achievement. Oh my goodness. What the? Well, we're already here. Oh, I guess I can probably talk to people. Can I talk to you? Excited kid. Dad says we're going to the movies later. Wicked. What are you seeing? Are they allowed to see Back to the Future? Because in the book this takes place in 1985, and one of the kids has a Back to the Future shirt on. I don't know, something about people busting... Can't remember this. Okay, so Not allowed to use names, I would imagine. But they, I wonder if Back to the Future will get it, because Back to the Future was explicitly called out in the book. I saw that one last week. Don't get slimed. I still haven't seen Ghostbusters, believe it or not. Oh, hey friends. Hey, let's see if we can find Chip and Mike. I love the animation on the, now that I'm actually seeing it in game in real time. I really, really love how smooth the animation on these guys is. Looks really, really cool. Alright, we're looking for Chip and Mike. That looks like Chip and Mike right there, if only because they are clearly separated from the rest of the group. Yep, there they are. Yo, dude, rad clothes. Haven't seen a getup like that before. Thank you. I like your... Future of the Flashback, huh? That's that what we're calling it? Not Back to the Future, Future of the Flashback. That's my favorite old movie. Old? What are you talking about? That movie came out 3 weeks ago. Chill out, he's just messing around. I'm Mike and that's Chip. You got a name, kid? I'm Oswald. Oswald, like the wizard. He was called Oswald the Ocelot by mean kids in school because it was an ocelot called Oswald on a children's program they watched. The Wizard of Oz, of course. Oh, yeah, I saw that once. My parents called me Oz. I guess that's where they got the name from. How come we've never seen you around, Oz? That's a good question. Ah, you're a funny guy. It's okay to be the new kid in town, Oz. The new mill's bringing in a lot of newbies like you into town. New? Brand new steel mill. My dad works there. Mike's dad does too. Heck, I bet that's where your dad got a job. What? But, Chip, dude, you're stressing the newbie out. Let him have some fun while he settles in. Want to play pizza roller with us, Oz? That sounds fun, but I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Well, where else would you be? In a different time period? Oh, that's not okay. Oh no. Oh, I hate that. You need to not do that. That is so not cool. I really didn't appreciate that. That's that's the other thing about books that's really cool is that nothing is scarier than what you can imagine yourself. So reading descriptions of the kids like passing by someone in a spring Bonnie suit and just imagining that menacing image in your head is such a powerful thing that the art of books, the art of narrative storytelling through the form of novels and written storytelling has, and relying on the reader's imagination. I also find it fascinating that no matter how intricately a writer describes something, it will never be an exact replica of what you have in your head. That an author will have an image in their head, they'll transcribe that onto paper, and then the reader will intuit what that description looks like to them. And the two images in these two people's minds will be completely different from each other. Or if not completely different, they will never be exactly the same. And that's such an intriguing idea to me. Anyway, we're here to play a game about child murder in a pizza restaurant and time traveling ball pits. So let's do that. Until then, follow us to the arcade. Skee-ball was a big game in the book. I don't know what's going on, but it couldn't hurt to hang around for a while. Beats hiding in that gross ball pit. And who knows when Dad will show up anyway. Meet Chip and Mike in the arcade. And, oh yeah, anyway, so where I was going with that is that was their attempt because I don't know if it would have been as scary if they just had the spring Bonnie just kind of chilling, like standing around here. But having the door open and just seeing those silver eyes in the darkness is, so good. So good. Oh, I can run, right, I forget. Keep forgetting I can run. Also, I'm not gonna bother trying to figure out how this ties into the lore of the main story of Five Nights at Freddy's, because to my knowledge, it's not canon to the main lore, in much the same way that the Fazbear Frights books are not canon to the main lore. They can be used to fill in gaps in the main lore, because there's some elements from those stories parallel things that happen in the main timeline, but it's not the actual main timeline. Which is kind of frustrating, honestly. Knowing that Scott's like, some of it's canon, some of it's not, or some things about it could be canon to the games, but the books themselves are not canon. It's a tangled web, and it's kind of why I'm not like super intimately invested in unraveling the truth behind the FNAF lore as much as I used to be when I was in middle school, and to a lesser extent in high school. So I'm not going to treat it like that. I'm just going to treat it as its own thing. I'm treating this mainly, honestly, as an adaptation of the Into the Pit story in Fazbear Frights. I'm not bothered by how it ties into the wider lore or anything. That's mainly what I'm judging it on. That and as its own game. As its own little horror experience. So we'll see how that goes. And so far, Pretty impressed. Should I dare open the present? Oh, I can't even open the present. Pizza flavored soda? I don't even want to begin to imagine how that tastes. Where's the arcade? Oh, all the way back there. Oh, and the reason I brought that up is because clearly the layout of this restaurant is nowhere close to what we know the restaurant what we know Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria looks like from the mainline FNAF games. So there's no point trying to compare it from that perspective. Have you ever played Pizza Roller, Oz? Not Pizza Roller, but I've seen something like it. This is the latest and greatest model from Fazbear, so I'm not surprised. It kind of looks... Okay, so I think it is still a skee-ball machine. It's just... I guess they can't call it skee-ball either. They just called it Pizza Roller. Alright. Pretty exclusive stuff we got here. What's Fazbears? Ha! A kid who doesn't know about Fazbears? You're a racket, dude. Here, grab a ball and we'll show you how to play. You'll go up against me first. I'll go easy on you. Maybe. Oh god, I have to actually play skee-ball. Oh, jeez. Okay, so the goal is to score as many points as possible by rolling the balls into the bullseye. Yeah, thanks. I know how to play skee-ball. There's a ramp on the end that's going to send your ball flying, so you really got to control your speed. Check this out. Wow, okay. Show off a little more. Why don't you? Oh, he literally says show off. Give it a try, Oz. Do I even bother trying to hit the corner? Why not? YOLO, am I? Oh. Oh, you have to, okay, you push once to active, oh. Well, I don't think this is gonna, I'll just take the mulligan on this one, let's see. This is just to get a sense of how powerful this is. Let's go, like, halfway. Okay. Bummer. My turn. Well, I mean, we're not beating Mike. I'm sure there's an achievement you can get for beating Mike, but we know that's not gonna happen. That's fine. Because, as Chip says, Mike's the best pizza roll player in town. Almost too good if you ask me. It's not like I try to be. I've just been stuck here all summer while my parents work. But I'll get rusty once we all go back to school. Alright, let's just try something nice and easy, I guess. We'll go for a 50. Let's lock in. That's not. I don't think that's gonna. Yeah, it's not. That's not gonna make it either. That's way, way off target. Here I go. I feel like that was resting on the rim. School? Do you go to Westbrook too? Well, duh. Westbrook's the only school around here. Alright. That looks better. Let's go a little more than... Nailed it! Okay, so I think you just gotta get it in the general area of the hole, and then it'll, like, automatically get sucked in like a vacuum. Alright, let's go. So... I might be able to make the 100. Now that I kind of have a feel for it, I might be able to, well, let's go, because we're not going to win. So we may as well go for the gold, right? That might be a little too far to the left. Let's see. Nope. Okay, so it's more generous than I thought. You don't actually have to be a god at skee-ball to win that. It's more generous. I think I'm definitely better at skee-ball in real life than that, which I guess isn't too hard, because skee-ball isn't the most complicated thing in the world. But with these controls, I think I got a better feel for it now. Now that I know it's more generous than it seems at first glance. Ha! Undefeated. Dude, you didn't have to go that hard on the new guy. Just motivating him to try harder next time. I'm sure there's a Steam achievement for beating Mike in that. I would play some tag instead. Oh yeah, that'll give us a chance to show Oz around the place. I say sure. Rad, I'll be it first. Get ready to run. Don't get caught. Alright. No. You're blocking my path. Small child, stop blocking my path. Alright, the objective is don't get caught. I'm guessing I can't just hide in the ball pit again, because that'll take me back to... Oh! He's hot on my tail! Run! Run! It won't budge. Oof, oof. Run! Keep going! Keep going! Oh, that's... Oh, did I lose? I lost. Ah, okay. I was mashing the E button, but I got thrown off kilter. This place is packed today. I feel like I couldn't outrun you at all, Chip. I think you might be right. Everyone's getting their game on before school. That totally wasn't practice for later when there's a killer rabbit trying to, you know, stuff me into a suit. That wasn't practice for that at all. I don't know what you're talking about. How about hide and seek then? Now that's a game I'm good at. You're on. Find somewhere to hide. Door's locked. Is that the place I tried to go into earlier? Probably. Oh no, I was trying to go into the party hallway, I guess. Okay. Let's go through this door. This took me into the ball pit area. Am I allowed to even go back into the ball pit? Or are they blocking my... Okay, no, I can go... Never mind, I can't. I cannot go back in. Well... Methinks I might be screwed. I don't know how aggressive the, are they still chilling here? Or did they already... Okay, I think they left. Looks like they left. I go through here. Door's locked too. Damn! Every door in this place is locked. It's gonna be very unfortunate later when I have to make a mad dash for my life. Can I hide in the trash bin? I cannot. I should look around a bit. Yeah, I can't. I don't know. There was a line in the book where Oswald wasn't even sure if he was allowed to leave. Can I hide in... Nope, can't hide there. If he was allowed to leave Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, or if the time, the pocket of time or whatever that he was sent to expanded beyond the scope of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, which I'm pretty sure it doesn't because it's only a snapshot of that time period in that one location. If I had a voucher, I could redeem it here for prizes. So retro. Where would one hide? Let me try to go. This is the room I was trying to go into before. Oh no. No. I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, an empty suit. I bet that. No. Kid. Buddy, oh pal. I'm you. I'm from even further in the future than you. I know how this ends. It doesn't. You really don't want to do that. I promise. You really don't want to. Is this? Oh no. June 1985. You're gonna become one of the missing kids yourself. It's really just like that movie. I hear footsteps. Better hide. Oh, just... The meter shows how much noise you're making. Stay quiet. You mean like... Not my actual microphone, right? No, I don't think it's... My actual microphone isn't picking anything. It's recording my audio for the video, but it doesn't seem like it's... The game. It's not like Welcome to the Game or something where it's actually responding to how much noise you make. You mean like moving around? Or maybe actually it is my microphone and it just wasn't active yet because I didn't progress the dialogue. Hope Mike didn't hear that. Gotta hide fast. Okay, strong boy. I guess that just wasn't bolted down or anything. Ha! Nice try, but I can hear you, Chip. Man, the animation is so good. Whatever, did you find Oz yet? Not yet, he's quiet, unlike you. Well, maybe I'll find him first. Heh, they'll never find me. That's not a good thing in this place. Really not a good thing. I hate it and I love it at the same time. What on earth was that thing? Glad it didn't see me. Probably not supposed to be back here. Oh, you think? What's going on? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I don't like this. I wasn't expecting it to happen. This took like towards the end of the story for this to happen in the book. Hello? Hello? Anyone there? Oh, that's such a guttural sound. I hate it. Chip, Mike? Crap. Yelling is useless. Too many people screaming. Where are they? Maybe they know what's going on. I promise you they don't. They really don't. Okay. Running is just, it's just like whether the noise you make is determined by how fast you run. Okay. Those sound effects are so bad. But in a good way, I mean. They're so bad in a way as in like, that's like spine chilling, that scream. That's actually blood curdling hearing that. Oh. I don't think you're gonna find Chip and Mike, Ozzy. And if you do, you're not gonna like what you find. Yeah, let's run toward the noise, why don't we? Run towards the thing that everyone's wildly... The door's open now. The door's open now. The door... Why is the door open now? Why is the door open? Should I be making this much noise? That looks fine. It's not at all concerning that Freddy's mouth is opening wide enough to chomp down on someone's head. I'm gonna have to go into the party hallway, aren't I? Oh, it sounds like a wild animal. Hey, 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 hey. No, that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. I don't need to. I got somewhere to be. That's fine. Oh. Is it asking me to follow it? Maybe it has Chip and Mike. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Oh, no. What was that? I asked like I haven't already read this story and I don't already know what's waiting for me. Or that even if I hadn't read the story, I wouldn't just colloquially know from the main story of the games what's waiting for me. Don't do it. Whoa! Oh, there's QuickTime events, are there? Oh, there's QuickTime events. Oh, good. Good, I love QuickTime events. They're my favorite. They're my favorite. I love them so much. Okay, get to the ball pit. Get to the ball pit. Run through here. Hurry. Jump in. Back to the future we go. Oh, hi. There he is. Some bad things are about to happen. Oswald, what were you thinking hiding in that nasty old thing? Didn't you hear me calling you? Ah! I knew that was... I literally read this like 30 minutes ago. I knew that was happening. I knew that was going to happen and I still... Oh, I could do without the QuickTime events. Really, I could, though. Dad, are you okay? Have a good night, guys. Wait, Jeff, I think something's wrong with my dad. Huh? Looks fine to me. Dust probably got to your head, kid. Go home and relax. Wait! Oswald's house, night 1. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What did you do to my dad? Where are you taking me? I think that's actually more terrifying. Oh, I love that. I love that and I hate it. So in the book, when that happens, it doesn't look like his dad anymore. It's just his dad gets dragged into the pit. The bunny emerges and escorts Oswald out of the restaurant and back home. Everyone else can see that to everyone else it just looks like his dad, but to Oswald it looks like the yellow rabbit. Which I guess would be kind of hard to translate to a game, because in the book, again, you're in his head, so you see what he sees and it's all filtered through his perspective, whereas here it's a third-person game, you're a bit more removed from that experience. So I think it translates much better to have it look like his dad, but just have his eyes clearly be possessed, so it comes across more easily than it reads at a glance to an average player what's going on here. And I love the thing when every time we pass under a tunnel, it alternates between showing the reflection of his dad and showing the reflection of Spring Bonnie. That is so good. That's so good. My house? How did you know where I live? Okay, so now it is showing the now it is only showing the yellow rabbit, but I think they can get away with that here because of course now like they first showed that it is his dad that he pulled out of the pit. It's just like clearly I think that was like, okay, can I pause real quick? Okay, we'll pause right here. So they first showed him pulling his dad out of the pit, and they showed like a flash of Spring Bonnie, and then they showed the eyes being possessed, and then they showed a flicker of the reflection in the mirror. So they built up to the idea that what Oswald sees right now is the yellow rabbit. I think that's the good middle of the road solution between showing him all the time and showing his dad all the time. I like that. Really impressed with how they're translating this to a video game. I'll just be going to my room for the night now, okay? What's happening? What should I do? Oh, come on. Maybe she'll know what to do. Dad always leaves his cell phone at home. I bet it's in his room. Huh. I think I'm gonna leave things here for now. That seems like a good place to leave it off. So, there actually isn't that much left of the story. Let me go physically grab this book and tell you at what point in the story we are right now. So the story of Into the Pit is 66 pages. Where we are in the book right now is page 46. So unless the game's gonna end real soon, I am very interested to see how they're going to, what else they're gonna do for the rest of the game to kind of flesh out the story. It seems like it said Oswald's house night 1, so is it gonna be like FNAF 4 where we have to fend off against Spring Bonnie in his home? I don't know, but I do like that they have a little poster of a Godzilla thing here, because that was a thing that one of the movies Oswald watched with his dad was, I forget the name, some ripoff of like Monsters vs. Robots, Godzilla type thing. So I'm glad that detail made it in. And yeah, really impressed with it so far. They've definitely taken creative liberties, but I think it's for the better. It's definitely for the benefit of the medium of a video game. Every change that has been made as far as descriptions and locations and appearances are concerned. But the spirit of the story is intact, and it's actually a lot scarier than I was expecting. The atmosphere of the flickering light and hearing the blood-curdling screams in the restaurant. I'm really, really impressed with how this is going. So not that I shouldn't be surprised, because like I said, I had heard nothing but unanimous praise for this game the entire time that it had been out. And of course, by this point, I'm sure everyone already knows all the secrets of the game. But I'm recording this on August 13th, so it's only been out for a few days. I'm sure you guys already know everything. I don't. I want to go in blind. I want to keep it that way. So we can talk about secrets when I get to them, but if you know anything that I don't, I encourage you to keep it to yourself, because I do read comments and I don't want to get spoiled on anything that's going to happen in this game. Because I thought I knew what was going to happen since I'd read the book, but clearly not, because there's so much left to go in the game, and so little left to go in the story. Which is a prospect that excites me greatly. Okay, so that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time. I hope to catch you all tomorrow for some more Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit. Goodbye.
You